And moving on, we're now ready to join things together. What I've done, taken one side seam, and I've used those lovely fat darning needles to mark my joins, to match up where the rows end, to make sure that everything joins in the right place. So all the rows match, and now I'm going to crochet to join the seams together. And I've chosen quite a small hook. I've chosen a 3mm hook. So even though it's quite thick yarn, I want to get a real nice, not too tight, but tight enough finish. I don't want loose puckering, ruffling at the sides. I want to do this so that it's a good seam. So first of all, close the loop down. And I'm right-handed, so I'm going to bring this through. And so I've brought the yarn through. Just going to do one chain to secure it. Then I'm going to go back into that again. Back into that chain, bring the yarn through, and it's just going to be a slip stitch through again. So I'm going to pick up. This time I'm going to take a single part of the stitch. I'm not going to take the two like I did on the pickup around the cuffs and around the neck, just like that. Bring it through, slip stitch. Again, just picking up one part of the loop, one loop from each stitch. So this is just a crochet slip stitch to join the seams together. It's easy, it's quick, it's neat, and if you go wrong, if you don't like it, if it's too tight, too loose, it's so easily undone and reworked. In all my knitting and all my crochet, I always use this method to join pieces together. There was no end to embed here, but there will be ends. There's plenty of ends. I've wound them up a bit to keep them out of the way. Just pause. So you can see it's neat, it's not tight. That's the reverse side of it. So I'm going to carry on. And as I get past my markers, I'll take the markers out, take the darning needles out. So there you go. Whoops, didn't want to pick all that up. Just want to pick up one loop from each stitch. If you look at my knitting video, my crochet videos, you'll see this is how I hold my yarn and how I hold my tension. Right, so I've hit the first marker. I'm just going to take that needle out, and there you go. So I'm matching, like I said, I am matching the rows. Bring that through. Oh, hang on, I've picked up too much. There you go. And again. In a moment, we'll turn this inside out so I can show you what it looks like on the outside. Because of course we are working on the inside of the garment. This is where your seam is. So make sure when you started this off that you had right side to right side and you are facing the wrong side. Just going to pause there a sec. So there you go. Now if we open that up, there's the seam. And we're just coming up. There you go. There's the shaping of the underarm. So it's not puckered, it's not tight, and it's not ruffled because it's not loose. But if I wanted to, there you go, simply undo it. If I'm not happy with it, easy as that. And start again. There you go. If I thought that was a bit tight, I'll loosen it up a little bit, just by putting a bit more yarn through. This is on the inside, so it doesn't really matter how loose or tight. People are not going to see this stitch. It's the outside they're going to see, whether it puckers or whether it's too loose. Whoops, a snag. And what you don't want is for it to be so loose that it gapes at the side as well. Have I got too much there? No, that's fine. Okay, so you can see that that is a bit looser along there compared to down here. I'm still happy with that. I'm not going to undo all of it. I'm okay with that. It's a bit stretchy. Let's look on the inside. Oh, sorry, on the outside. There you go. So that's as it is. Now, I need to take this right to the end. So I will have enough yarn. I'll probably have too much on the end here, but what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to stop up here, then I'm going to come back along that way. And I'll show you how to work towards the right. So working perhaps as a left-handed person would work, because what I don't want is all those ends to sew in back there.